Hello and welcome to Curry Primetime. I'm Kelsey Davis. Let's get right into the stories making news here on campus. There have been protesters almost every morning at the front gate of Curry. The New England Regional Council of Carpenters are protesting what they say are unfair wages being handed out to construction crews working on the new building in the Quad. Many wonder if this will delay the construction project, which was planned to be finished by fall of 2019. The crew says that the company that was hired doesn't supply workers with standard wages, and the college is lowballing them into working harder for less money. CPT is following the story, and there will be more on the college's response on our next edition. Rumors have made their way around Curry that the basketball courts will be made into temporary parking lot. Many students who utilize the basketball courts are upset about these rumors. CPT will keep you updated as we get more information. As many of you know, CPT has been reporting on former Curry hockey player Hector Majul. He was the first Mexican player in the NCAA hockey history, and he played right here at Curry. This past summer, Majul was deported to Mexico City. CC8's Vanessa Rizzitano has the story.
Former Curry College student Hector Majul was on his way back to the States to further his education and pursue a career in hockey. It was in Houston where he was unfairly deported on a valid student visa. Many family members, friends, and students and faculty of the Curry College community are doing everything they can to get Hector back in the States where he belongs.
We had left for Mexico together. We had shared some luggage, but since I was leaving a week earlier, I had to leave some stuff in Mexico that I could do without for a week because my luggage was going to be overweight and it would have been way too expensive to pay for a new set of luggage just for like a few items. So I was forced to leave some things with Hector. One of them was a makeup box, and unfortunately there were some of my prescription pills in there that I had no idea were in there because I had packed this back in May.
They put him back in a room, kept him waiting for several hours, and then started peppering him with all sorts of questions, asking again what was the purpose of his trip, which was returning to school. And then they asked him why he left his country in the first place. And his answer was, I left to pursue a career in hockey. And his answer to that question is what got him deported. What Hector meant by that was, I had exceeded all hockey in Mexico. If I want to take this sport as far as it can go, I need better training, better coaching, better competition. I came here to work on school and hockey, but they twisted it to mean exactly what they wanted it to mean.
I found out 2 days later, being in Mexico after contacting a lawyer, that the reason wasn't because of the pills. It was because I wanted to pursue a career in hockey, and the officer twisted my words into me staying in the United States illegally after my student visa.
Hector is a kind, compassionate, caring person who has done a lot of things for me as a roommate for my last 2 years that I've been here at Curry College. Just miss my brother and really hope that we could see him back here sometime soon. Everything he does for me, I appreciate it, and I wish I could just do anything else to help him in the future.
It's definitely been a different year without Hector here this year. Hector is a great person with a lot of special qualities. He has this one quality that stands out from the rest of them, where he makes people, I'd say, a better person than who they would be when he's not here. He pushes people. He's always a supportive friend, group member, whatever it may be. And it's just unusual that we don't have him back this year, and it feels weird considering he's been in the US for 9 years. He's certainly missed.
I got deported because I wanted to pursue a career in hockey, and according to the CVP officer, I was trying to illegally stay in the United States pursuing this career, even though he knew I was a student athlete and that I had a valid student visa and that you cannot deport a international student for intent. He knew this, yet he decided to find a way to twist my words into my answer that I wanted to pursue a career in hockey.
As you could see, Hector's removal not only affected him, but other communities as well. People have nothing but nice things to say about the student and well-known athlete. I'm Vanessa Rizzitano reporting.
Hector's girlfriend, Katie Wiseman, spoke to CPT's Stacy Circasoon a bit earlier today. Katie, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Thank you. Good. How are you?
I'm good. So how is everything moving along in Hector's process? Should we expect him to be back soon, or maybe it's going to take a little bit longer?
It's taking a little bit longer than we had initially hoped, but it's all a process, which we understand. We've been sending out emails, and we're just waiting to hear back from people. So we're at a standstill, but hopefully when we hear it, it will be good news.
How has this set him back in his very successful hockey career so far? I know he's been playing for a long time.
So far, it's been a major setback because it was so unexpected. But we're hoping that once he gets everything back on track, maybe he can start up in the fall or hopefully be somewhere with hockey, hopefully sometime soon.
Can you take us through the story of what happened initially to get us to the situation?
So we were traveling back together from Mexico. He had some of my luggage. And I was leaving a week earlier than him, and he was just going to meet me in Orlando with my stuff. And he had been stopped by Customs and Border Patrol. They had detained him, checked his luggage, asked him a bunch of questions, and a series of questions after hours of detaining him for no reason. And they decided that they were going to deport him for intent to live here as an immigrant when his visa says student visa. So after you graduate with a student visa, you should leave the country. It's implied, but depending on how they asked him those questions, that's what determined his fate that day at the airport.
Do you know how long it's going to take to get him back and the process to do so?
Right now we have no idea how long it's going to take to get back. It's a really long and daunting process, especially if you're deported under the way that Hector was deported. He was deported for intent, which is very, very vague, but it's also very hard to get people back once they've been deported for that.
I know the Curry community and everyone around here wants to help. Is there anything that our viewers and students here at Curry can do to help spread the word?
So we have set up a Facebook page. It's called Bring Hector Back. The more likes and shares, obviously, the better. If anybody who sees it can just go quickly take 2 minutes out of their day to maybe the full story is actually on there, so even read the story and just like and share it and try to spread the word.
All right, well, thank you, Katie, for joining us today, and we hope to get Hector back soon and playing hockey and going to school in the States. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
CPT will continue to follow the story and keep you updated. 4 Curry College students are stepping up to direct the Spring 2018 Black Box productions. Hayden Lombardozzi, Martha Constantinides, Nick Anastasi, and Paige Dunlap are directing Telling Wild Tales, which is a series of stories written by playwright Oscar Wilde. You can catch the plays March 24th through the 26th. Friday, February 9th, Senior Formal and the Curry College Hockey Senior Night will be happening at the same time. This is causing hockey players and fans to decide which game they would rather or formal they would go to. The formal was scheduled by SGA at the beginning of the year. Some are insisting that they reschedule the game to earlier in the day. Now's the time to start applying to be an orientation leader for summer of 2018. The deadlines for orientation are February 5th, and you can find out more information at the Curry College Campus Life office. The New England Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. Cheer them on this Sunday, February 4th at the Student Center at 5:30 p.m. and enjoy snacks and watch on the big screen. I'm Kelsey Davis. Thanks for watching Curry Primetime Report.